people? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day. Today's episode of General Hospital, I will say this. I felt like it was a filler episode, of course. There was no storyline movement, basically. Except for the Anna part, which I felt like was the only story progression here. Which is cool with me, because I liked it. Well, just the Anna part, personally. The other parts. We had a little, it wasn't, the Tom Baker shit wasn't, to me, really um story progression. It really wasn't. But you know me, I always enjoy Alexis and Diane sitting together talking. I always enjoy it. Um and I'm glad that she somewhat confided in Diane though, because Diane is a defense attorney. As she keeps bragging, she's one of the best. And of course, Alexis is second best. Hell, even I can agree with that. But me personally, I really don't believe Alexis did this. If the writers, like I said yesterday, if the writers go with the theory that Alexis was drunk and she killed Tom Baker, I'm gonna feel like they used Alexis as a scapegoat just to prop Franco. And I'm not happy about that if they go that route, but only time will tell and spoilers will tell. But I'm trying not to look at the spoilers for that, even though I can't fucking help it. Because every time I read the spoilers, before I read the spoilers, I just think in my head, I'm like, okay, this is gonna go this way, this is gonna go that way, this is gonna go this way. Then when I look at the spoilers, it basically says exactly what I was just thinking. So it's like that's why I said yesterday, predictable to the very end. But I hope in this case I'm wrong and they go the Seth Baker route and they say Seth was actually the one who killed his brother. I would actually prefer that because a lot of fans, and I think the writers know this, are going to be pissed, like I said, if they use Alexis to prop Franco. They're gonna be pissed. Like this is the dumbest thing that you can do. Like the easiest way to get out of this. Well, shit. Let Seth Baker prop Franco. Seth Baker is a person that really nobody cares about, so let him prop Franco. Why use a legacy character like Alexis? That's beyond stupid, and you know that you're gonna get some backlash for it. I feel like that's the dumbest thing that you can possibly fucking do. It's like let's go to the smart way and just say Seth Baker killed his own brother because he was sick of his brother and his dumb shit. Let's just use that as an excuse and we can save Alexis in the process. I feel like that's the best way to go. You know me, I always got to keep a bottle of water around, of course. Um, so anyway, of course Seth confronted Franco. What else is new? But I feel like he did that to kind of cover his own ass. Hopefully, if they go that route. Of Seth killing his brother. So of course he's gonna try to say, "Oh, Franco did it," or whatever, to use Franco as a scapegoat, which I'm cool with. However that shakes out. Um, Obrecht, of course, it's always good to see Obrecht. I was kind of irritated about the fact that Maxie and Nathan were supposed to be getting married on New Year's Eve, and Obrecht was nowhere to be found. And I'm like, why wasn't his own mother there? But now she pops up basically for this Franco nonsense when she hasn't had one scene yet with her son and her future daughter-in-law, which I find totally stupid. Um, but I digress. What can you do? I love Hayden and Finn together. I know a lot of people say that they're boring together. The couple I feel like is boring is Nathan and Maxie. I can care less about that couple personally. I really just don't care. I love Maxie, but as far as her and Nathan are concerned, I don't like them as a couple. I just feel like they're dry. It's like what they're like dry toast together. Um, but I do like Hayden and Finn because the chemistry is definitely there. I feel like it's there. My personal opinion. I can see it and I can see them together. You know what I mean? Like I just like them. Plus the whole Tracy dynamic, how they're friends with Tracy Quartermain. I like that even more. I love it actually. Um, but yeah, I like Hayden and Finn together. I could definitely see them moving forward in their relationship. I think they should. I could see a potential marriage between the two of them down the line. Maybe by midsummer, maybe. By the middle of this year, I could see it, or maybe even 4 months from now, 3 months from now, I could see it. Um, I like it. And I definitely like, Hayden and Elizabeth. trying to, get close or whatever, seeing their sisterly bond. Because, before Steven Weber, Elizabeth didn't really have family in town, other than her Graham and her kids. But, when Steve left the show and he went to jail, for those that don't know, her brother, Steven Weber, aka Heather Weber's son, um, she didn't really have any family on the show. Her sister, I forgot her sister's name, but she lives somewhere else. Her dad, Jeff, and her mom, they live, out of the country. Um, so it was good that the writers did give her a new sibling. You know what I mean? Somebody new, that she can interact with, have some type of family. Because as much as I detest Elizabeth, she has been on the show since 1997. So she is a legacy character at this point. She's been on the show 19 years going. This is actually, I believe, her 20th year being on the show, and I feel like she's a legacy character now. So with that being said, she needs to have some family on the show besides her kids. You know what I mean? She needs to have some family. And speaking of her kids, why the hell aren't they aging her son Cameron? Cameron was born before Molly, and Molly's in college now, and yet Cameron's still what, 11? He's still what, 10, 11 years old? I'm like, really? That boy should be in college right next to Molly. He was born 2 years before Molly was. I'm just not understanding why they continue to not source this kid. Like seriously. Um, because the timelines just make no sense. Like they're total imbalance here. But like I said, I digress. Anyway, moving the fuck on. Like I said, Nathan and Maxie, I really just don't care for their relationship at all. I just find it boring. Maxie is such a spitfire. You know what I'm saying? Even in her younger days, she was always a spitfire character. A hellraiser, hot headed. She needs someone who can who can complement that. And I feel like Nathan is just as boring as a bag of rocks. Like he's just dull. His acting is subpar. The actor, Ryan Pavey, his acting is very subpar and he just lacks any enthusiasm. Like it's like he's phoning it in, you know what I mean? Like he's just dry. I can't help it, I'm not actor bashing, I'm not trying to, but I'm just being honest about what I see, and it's like he's just mad dull. There's no electricity between the two actors, and there's no electricity with their characters. I don't see, you know, I don't see sparks. I can see them as good friends, but I just can't see them as potential husband and wife. There's no chemistry between them. I just don't see it. It's just boring. Nathan irritated me today though when he was talking to Nina, and Nina told him and Maxie about her new marriage to Valentin, and he told her, "Oh, you didn't really want to do this or whatever." First of all, your sister is a grown woman. She's almost 50 years old. She knew exactly what she was doing. Hell, it was her idea to marry Valentin. But I did notice, excuse me, I did notice that um Valentin married her and she married him without a prenuptial agreement. And I've heard rumors that Valentine may be after her money, because you remember when Nicholas signed over the Cassadine fortune to him, there wasn't really much left of the fortune. I mean, come on, Helena and Victor pretty much dismantled the Cassadine fortune. The Cassadines at one point were worth over $20 billion at one point, but that was like 7 years ago. And her and Victor basically were running all these schemes with these medical facilities. That stuff costs a lot of money. So they hemorrhaged a lot of cash from the Cassadine funds. So that's why Nicholas was, broke and this, that, and the third. So when he signed it over, the Cassadine fortune dwindled a lot. So I really could believe Valentine, he would marry her for her money. I believe it. But hopefully Nina can come out of this unscathed and with her money intact, hopefully. But I do like her and Valentine as a couple. I don't like her baby obsession. I feel like that's stupid as fuck, but whatever. Now that she has a new stepdaughter, hopefully she'll shut the fuck up about having kids. Not everybody can be Janet Jackson. Congratulations to Janet Jackson. She just had a healthy baby boy. at 50 years old. Congratulations. Do I see that happening for Nina? Maybe. Uh, but I mean, it could happen for Nina. You know, Nina's not 50 yet. She was mid 40s when she came on the show. I would say probably like 45 when she came on the show. So she should be about 47 right now. So she can possibly have a baby. You know, modern science is a son of a bitch right now. So it's possible, but hmm, I'm surprised. Like, why? I mean, she has money, so I don't see why her and Valentine wouldn't try that. You know, all the doctors, the medications, the hormone medications. If you know she really wants a baby, she should try those methods. She really should. It may work for her, may not. Who knows? Um, because I know she really wants a baby, but you know, I guess she's satisfied right now with her being Charlotte's stepmother. Um, but there's a good possibility that she just might lose custody, or Valentine may lose custody to Lulu. There's a good chance. I'm not gonna say Lulu has zero chance because she has a 50% chance of winning. Um, But I feel like it was kind of stupid of Valentine to marry her though, just because of this custody thing. Because Nina has a checkered history. But we also can say the same thing about Lulu and Dante. Because you already know Valentine and Nina are going to bring up everything in the book in this custody mess. But who knows what may happen with that. Um, so anyway, what else happened? Anna. So she goes to Dr. Maddox's office to get hypnotized because she wants to remember what happened back in the day when she was in the WSB around the time that she supposedly met Valentine, but she doesn't remember. So all she remembered at the time was her walking down a hallway, down a corridor at the WSB headquarters. And she was looking at her watch, winding it up or whatever. And she would open the door, but there would be this white light, and she can't remember for the life of her what happened when she opened that door. So then she remembered her watch being on the ground and it showing the date and the time. And the date was her birthday. So I want to know, what the fuck is her connection to Valentine? Somebody said Valentine was her brother. Somebody said Valentine was her son. I don't believe Valentine was her son, first of all. I highly doubt that. Dude has to be like 50 years old, so I highly doubt it that he's her child. I highly, highly, highly doubt it. Dude is old enough to be her brother, seriously, let alone her child. There's no way in hell he's her kid. He has to be 50. Because shit, Robin ain't even 40 and Anna's damn near 60, so there's no way he's old enough to be her son. So hopefully we get some answers on that because I'm looking forward to it. I want to know who the hell is Valentine to Anna. I really want to know this question, and I'm sure all of you want to know. So anyway, I hope all you have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. But before I go, there's something I want to ask you all. I might have asked this maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know. But I want to ask, what do you like? Would you sign a prenuptial agreement? I mean, my whole thing about prenups is people think that they're a sign that you're planning for the divorce before the marriage even happens. I don't agree with that. I feel like it's two people trying to protect what they have because you never know what can happen in a marriage. I've heard of people being married for 40 years and still getting a divorce, so you never really know. So, what is your thoughts on that? My thing is, I like prenups. I'm an advocate for prenuptial agreements personally. I implore people to sign prenups. Even my cousin who got married, I implored him to sign a prenup. And he only had nothing but a beanbag chair, but still, protect your beanbag chair. Just saying. Anyway, all you have a great day. See you all later.